What is going on, guys? This is KNasty3090 here. Welcome back to the episode of the Toronto Blue Jays franchise, episode 58. We're in year 2037. Last year we missed the playoffs, and some changes happened. We made the playoffs. We lost in the playoffs in the ALCS to the Yankees. Christopher Reyes was a free agent, signed with Houston, and then Bruno retired. Vlad is going to come off the bench moving forward. We traded Delgado. A lot of changes happened. The lineup is a lot younger. We're still the number one ranked team, though, which is nice. Our budget is barely positive, but that's because a lot of our young talent we locked up, so we don't have to worry about it. But let's get into the season, boys. See how we do. It's going to be interesting. A lot of new players. Hopefully we can still continue to win. AAA has one too many players. Let's fix that. And then we want to make sure the important prospects are playing in the minors. Thorpe is a starter. Alexander's a closer, who we've had in the majors, but we just don't really have room for him. So, and then Villalobos, I want actually him as a long man. Actually, wouldn't be a bad thing. All right, so there's that. And like I mentioned in the last video, we're actually gonna have a high pick. We're not high, but high for us. I think it's like 22nd. So it's not a bad pick for us. And we get an extra compensatory pick. A closer for Emil Jimenez. Is he like Eloy's son? Not actually a bad player, but I don't really need him. So right now we're kind of just chilling around 500. Not the best start. But we'll see how we do. I feel like we are we're a pitch and contact team, not a ton of power. Joe Kadamar, a former player of ours, got traded from the Reds to the Indians. It's nice to see old faces. Joel Acevedo for Pablo Franco and Mike Lyles. Another trade. Miles Castillo for a couple, one prospect and another starter. 18-year-old closer for Lewis Hudson. No, thank you. All right, so we're 34-25. 3 games behind the Yankees. Wow, Yankees are doing very well. Let's see how the team's doing. Brian Cruz only hit 250. Does have 5 home runs, 5 stolen bases, but we'll still give him a chance. Schmaltz hit 256, 3 home runs, 15 stolen bases, but he gets on base really well. 351 is not bad for that average. Avilas in 324 with 15 home runs. He's a stud. He's 6 home runs away from 200 for his career, so that's nice. O'Leary 330 with 10 home runs. He's been very good. Trujillo 271, 9 home runs. Skelton 279, 5 home runs. Valentine 279 with 2 home runs. That's not too bad. And he plays elite defense. Sky Steele's only hit 222. And then Benitez 257 with 7. Eloy only has had 5 at bats because Mathis is getting them all. I'm actually gonna, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna send down Mathis. So even though he's done all right, I want Eloy to get those at bats. And then I want to call up. Let's see how the pitching's doing. Bartolo hasn't been too great. Neither has Ulysses. Boggs is, wow. Other than Stallings and Warner, Madsen hasn't pitched great. I might call up another bullpen arm. Samuel's been amazing out of the bullpen in AAA. Ferreira struggled. Let's call up Samuel. Let's do that. Let's go with another pen in the arm. Another arm in the pen, excuse me. There we go. I don't think we need that deep of a bench because they're barely even playing. We might need a new outfielder, though. But our budget doesn't really allow it, as you can see. We would have to trade someone of, like, Kurt Dyer, someone like him, or Skelton, who I like. I like his contract, so I don't know. Luria wouldn't want to trade. Same with Bartolo. I don't know. We might just have to stick with not the best player in left field. So, yeah, we have the 22nd pick in round 1. In round 2, we have the 20th. There's a compensatory pick there. So let's see how we do in the draft. Hopefully we can get a good pick. Right, Juno? Ooh. Okay, Bryant McGee is my leader in the clubhouse. A center fielder. I like Phil Drake as well. Ooh, I don't know who to get. a catcher's a few years away, but I'm leading toward... man. Another catcher, better scouted. Another catcher who's closer, who could have power and contact and fielding. I might take that catcher. I'm probably going to take that catcher because it's so hard to find good catchers. So I'm going to take him, Jose Cordero. Who are the other guys I was looking at? Bryant McGee and Phil Drake. So we'll look them after the draft. I haven't seen either of them get drafted yet. I don't think either of them got drafted. Bryant McGee hasn't want to take him. And I think Phil Drake's available still. He is. Okay, we might have had a really good draft. Or really bad. I don't know. Maybe they were available for a reason. We'll find out in a minute. Alright, next pick. Not anyone really well scouted. I'm just going to take some shots in the dark. Why not? Vic Bass. Just because his name is a type of fish. And maybe he's like the Mike Trout of pitching. There's some logic behind that. Robert Rivers. You know what you find in rivers? Bass. And trout. I don't know. Actually, those might be more of like lakes or open bodies of water. I'll take a second baseman. Why not? I'm going way off topic here. I'm getting into fish. Jeez. If you guys were expecting a fish comment in this video, shout out to you for knowing that. All right, there's that. And let's see how we did. All right, that was a terrible draft. 79 potential for Cordero. Yeah, I mean, McGee has 79 potential. Again, not a good pick. Phil Drake has 79 potential. I mean, we're consistent. Vic Bass has 77. Robert Rivers has 68 potential. Nieves has 71. And Stout has 71 as well. Not a good draft. Let's see who were some good picks. Or maybe it's just a weak draft in general. Not many high 90. Alright, there's a high 90. He was number one pick, was his closer. Yeah, there weren't many high potential guys in this draft. Okay, David Moto was a very good pick. He's a project, but good durability, great speed. So those are good promising attributes for him. Baggett in our division. But yeah, the weak draft was relatively weak. So even though our draft wasn't good, at least it was like all in all a relatively weak draft. So let's hope we can get some wins as we're on a big losing streak. I might try to, I don't know, maybe we'll try to figure out something to get another outfielder if Sky Steele continues to struggle big time. Or an internal option. We'll figure it out. All right, let's see who made the All-Star game. Rod Jones made it. Okay, you guys were saying, was that a dumb trade? Well, his ERA is 2.05 right now. Probably a dumb trade. Stuart Warner made it. His ERA is 2.24. At least he's good. I don't know anyone else. We don't know him. Barnwell was a player for us. Man, the Yankees just get, like a long time ago. I think we traded him this year right here, 2031. I think we had him for like a season. Not 20. Kurt Dyer made it. He made the All-Star team. Diaz, I don't think we had. Same with Barnett. His ERA is 0 in 6 2/3 innings. Why did he make the All-Star game? Probably because he's like the one guy. Brooke Cobb made the All-Star team. 257, 5 home runs. No one else that I know of. Aviles made it. 294, 20 home runs. This was the guy I was thinking of. He was a prospect for us. He's made the All-Star team, but he's not having the best year. Charlton Groves. Schmoll made it. All right, 267, 5 home runs, 26 stolen bases. That's not too bad. Third base, no one. Shortstop, Katimer, we had as a prospect, and he played for us. This year's in 340 with 9 home runs for the Indians. Ryan Durant, that name sounds familiar. I think we just played against him. O'Leary and Cruz. So Cruz made the All-Star team. 262, 13 stolen bases, 9 home runs. Just played good defense. And O'Leary, 328 average, 15 home runs, 15 stolen bases. Rick Bell was a prospect of ours. He made the All-Star team. And that's it. In the National League, Jack Castilla, if you guys remember him, long time ago was with us. He's had a Hall of Fame type career. He's in Philly, excuse me. Dave Escalana, I don't think so. I think that's it. I don't think we had Villarreal. I don't think so. The Sparrows, I think we had. I could be wrong as a prospect. That's pretty much it. I don't remember any other names. I don't think we had McLennan. Catchers, never had them. Never had... No, we had Kaneko, I think. Yeah, we did. Not even that good, but he made the All-Star team. Nelson Monroe. We traded him. He's in 257, 12 home runs. He made the All-Star game. And De La Cruz, I feel like we had... No, we didn't. Carmine, I know we had as a prospect. 322 with 20 home runs for him. Yoenis Goldsmith sounds familiar. I think we tried to trade for him. And Ramirez, we did have Julio Ramirez. He made the All-Star team for the Padres. A lot of former players of ours made the All-Star game. So let's take a look to see... okay, Skysteel's hitting a little better. I'll continue on to give him a chance. Most of the players are hitting better. And we're pitching a little better, too. So, let's continue. Let's go up to the trade deadline. Scotty Castro for Gary Munoz and Lester Ullman. We had Lester Ullman, I believe, a long time ago. That name sounds really familiar. The closer got traded. Cubs are interested in trade. I'm not trading Adam O'Leary. Oh, Cleveland Terrell. He's only hit 259 with 18 home runs. He'll still hit the 30, but no, I'm not going to do that. It's just funny to see that name. All right, come on, let's win some games, boys. We're at the trade deadline. We are 6 behind the Yankees. But we're winning the wild card by a game over the A's. I think we're fine. I'm expecting like Ulysses to pitch better. His ERA is 2 runs higher than it was last year. Do we have a guy in the minors like for an outfielder who if I need to use? Who's just mashing? Guzman's a right fielder. He's doing really well in Double-A. Nevar has only 11 home runs. Yeah, I think we're fine. I think we'll be fine. Watch us miss the playoffs. When we lost 2 out of 3 to the Red Sox, series with the Yankees, we lost 2 out of 3. We're about to play them again. We lost 2 out of 3. We're 7.5 behind them. We are 2.5 up on the Red Sox and 4 up on the Athletics. So, when do we play the... Okay, here's where we play the Red Sox again. I can't remember the last series we won. We lose 2 out of 3 every series. So now we're only a half a game up on the Red Sox. And we're 5.5 behind the Angels. So we're fighting for like the second wild card team right now. So there's the Red Sox. Do we play them again? This is the only last time we play them. Let's sweep them. We lose 2 out of 3 in every freaking series. There we go. We won 2 out of 3 in both those series. That's nice to see. Last road trip of the year. Wasn't the best. We are tied with the Red Sox for that second wild card. Their run differential is a -9. It's like they're doing it with like just luck. So we got Tampa, who's not that great, and Baltimore, who's bad. All at home. Oh my god. Okay, so we could have a game 163. If we got swept by Baltimore, which we didn't, so we made it as a wild card team. Wow, that's 88 wins. I mean, yeah. Our run differential is really good. It was better than the Yankees. Yankees run differential is 101. Ours is 109. Close. And they were only 3 games better than us, but yeah. I think the lack of power was definitely evident on this team. Brian Cruz only hit 254. He did improve in potential. He gets on base at a pretty good clip. WAR of 4.1, that's not bad. Schmaltz, 277, only 9 home runs, 41 stolen bases, but he gets on base, so I like him there. He's now at 90 overall, which is nice. Avila's only hit 285, 26 home runs, so those were down. He did steal 22 bags, which is a career high. O'Leary, 324 average, 23 home runs, 22 stolen bases, which was a career low in stolen bases, but he was more of like I don't know, I feel like he wasn't in a position to drive more runs in. Trujillo, 294 average, 19 home runs, not too bad. Skelton, 275, 15 bombs. For shortstop, that's great at shortstop, to be perfectly honest. Valentine, 283 with 5 home runs. That's not bad for a 20-year-old kid. We'll check how Eloy and Vlad did. Scotty, steal, 244, 11 home runs, 15 stolen bases. Could have been better, could have been worse. More of 3.4, it's not too bad. And Benitez hit 18 jacks as number 9 hitter. So Eloy only had 63 at-bats. He hit 1 home run, so he was 494. Vlad hit 5. He hit 250. He only played 116, or only had 116 at-bats. 706 career home runs. Yeah. Didn't really help him out that much. Pitching, Bartolo only had a 4.23 ERA, so back-to-back years was pretty high. His win-loss was 8-15. Wow. Ulysses a 4.21. That was kind of not great to see. His record was 8-13. Chad Boggs was 10. Did anyone have a winning record? He was 10-13 with a 3.56 ERA. Warner was 18-5. He might get Cy Young. 2.59 ERA. WHIP of 1. He had a great year. And then Stallings a 3.63. That's not bad. He might get Rookie of the Year. I'm not sure if he qualified. Matson pitched well at 4.24 as a long man. Noss pitched well. Paquette pitched great. Holcomb was fine. Cecilia was good. Samuel was good. And Dyer was good. So the bullpen was really good. Take a look at some awards. Richie Lewis got MVP. All right. And Carmine Rivera, our former prospect, got it for the Nationals. Jared Douglas got Cy Young, and Reggie Schreiber. Batting titles, Joe Kadamar, a former player, and Carmine. So both former Blue Jay prospects or players got batting titles. Let's see. Rookie of the Year, Bill Weir. Looks pretty good, actually, for a shortstop. And Raymond Felton, not the basketball player. Adam O'Leary got Hank Aaron Award. Did we get any other awards? Sky Steele got Gold Glove. Silver Slugger was at catcher. At second. Probably at one of the outfields, too. Yep, O'Leary. I'm thinking that's it. All right. So next episode, we'll take a look at top prospects. We have the number 3 in Moda, who's now an 83 overall. Jeez. And Kevin Lopez is kind of shooting up out of nowhere. Christensen's a shortstop. But yeah, next episode will be the playoffs. Wildcard game. Ugh. We'll see how we do. We'll see how we do in that game. It will be fun to see another starter here. We have so many starters. So I'll see you in that episode, boys. Hopefully we can win. If we do, we will face the Minnesota Twins. Had the best record in the American League. So if we can beat Houston, we'll play them. I'll see you guys in that episode. Take it easy. Peace.